Just grabbing stuff for Geode. Here. That's far too kind, Purse. I appreciate you, homie. 95 is wild. Just, you know, casually the nicest thing I've ever heard, but I need a chest for this glass, that's for sure. There's too much stuff in here. Nine pearls left. Chuck another stack. She has been mining all day. I believe I have the schematic for this. I mean, I would have not been able to get the material list if I didn't. The problem will be positioning that. Well, I got pearl wise. We're still good. $350 in 14 hours. That's not bad at all. Even with your yapping. Smile. Wish you had that much free time. Once you get the house done, you're able to play more. Oh, that's totally understandable, Chili. I would be the same way if I had something like that. Tree. Pretty sure I've done close to like either like a million or like 950,000 in like 24-hour time period. It's for the iron dig. Yeah, you did. 8 hours sub 500K? Or 500K sub 8 hours? That's just insane. Isn't that like 60K an hour average? It's more than 60K an hour average. 62K an hour average. You have to have like no downtime at all. You gotta have like all the picks on you and just swap it out real quick and continue moving on. You did an attempt a while ago and managed 8 hours, 19 minutes. I would be pissed. Well, yeah, I mean, a lot, I mean, if somebody isn't surprised by Key, then they just know who they are at that point. Yeah, I put the beacons there when I got home. Just made sense. It's not a big area. It was kind of tedious. I mean, the one was annoying because it was an underground one, but all right. This will be fun to line up. Oh, when the decoration's not there. Just gonna have a large section of pink blocks, eh? Can I change that off? Like, I never experimented with that. Can I, like, get rid of extra? Do the beacons work with the ores, the nether ores too? Are you doing elite? Yeah, I did it. No existing blocks. Oh, it's a list. Hmm. My God, that's so nice. Oh my. Why didn't I think about that in the beginning? Into Max. Still trivial to move around, but at least my frames aren't dead. Okay. That's something. No, we're good, Max. I turned the extra overlay so these blocks don't render. But just by going into here, visuals, and disabling schematic overlay type extra, and it doesn't, like, I'm chilling. Any reason for not using slime? Efficiency. And it's cool. Not the same thing that we've done in the past. And not really something that has been fully shown off, because the video, the creator didn't make a video on it. It's not really a reason why I wouldn't use that, Rubik, but the collection's a lace. There's no real collection system. The collection with the lays is basically just a no block section somewhere in the corners that the allays will drop the items, and then it'll be picked up some. I don't know how that's going to work entirely, but if we have to use a hopper minecart, I don't think it's the end of the world. But I think a hopper should be fine to collect it, or like a few hoppers or whatever. It's still kind of crazy that a program placed all these pistons and everything. Pistons, detectors, no blocks. That's the one that we can't get. So that has to be a button. Doesn't have to be a button, but it just won't get harvested. Because there's just physically no way to have that one there. What are you doing, Eros? Why so many geodes? Blocks. I don't know, cool farm. So I kind of have an idea. I don't know how it's gonna work, but now I kind of want to try and test it in terms of how it'll look. The allays will be our collection system, because there's really no other feasible way to do one. A new world record? No. It should be more than Waves, because Wave made theirs with the old random tick range. So it just depends on the location they have, but the problem is that Kronos has a way larger and denser area. Geodes. Well, yeah, they just found the area with literally physically the most that they could do in these ones here. I mean, Wave probably is the server that has the most of them actually built. Kronos doesn't have any of them built besides like a couple. It doesn't look bad. That way it'll still be dark inside. I don't know because they're all drastically different. Wave's decoration is cooler, obviously, because it's completed. Chronos is nowhere near completed, but has more geodes. But like again, their farm's not even close to being done yet. There's the whole perimeter. So like, it was made like almost 2 years ago when we finished ours. Like a couple months after, we finished theirs. Our first one, that is. Well, yeah, the spheres just wouldn't work well because of the collection. We could make spheres around the tinted glass. Like the inside box here the tinted glass has to be an actual box, otherwise stuff will get stuck. But we could try to make these around the edge that encase the tinted glass. That kinda looks good. I don't know why, but it kinda does. It kinda looks cool with connected textures. I don't know why I like it. Because I think it'll fit the decoration really good. Well, we still obviously need the tinted glass. Like, that's no exception. Like, that has to be there for the darkness inside. But we could do something like that on the outside. Where did I paste the deco in here? Oh, I did. Let me just copy this and see what it looks like. Inside the ferry. From map. Looks interesting. Does it mean dark? That's the whole point of the daylight detectors. The daylight detectors, when this block is broken, not broken per se, but like effectively when this block is moved out of the way of the piston that's in this place normally is extended. That lets light in. It needs to be a side piston. It is nighttime. And that will extend all the pistons, break in all of the thingies. And then boom. So that's the concept. And then you have allays that go around and pick the stuff up. That does work. You do kind of lose the ability to see inside the farm in a way with it, the variated texture. At least from afar. Kind of hard to see the farm. But when you're still up close with them, you can see the farm. But I think it will look better than just the tinted glass. And obviously, since these are normally like circles, it could possibly be better if we had like a circle around it instead. But decoration of the farms is for a later time. What are the rails for? A few sections already to bedrock. Alright, so that dig is going to be done this weekend, apparently. Rails to update where possible instead of new blocks. It does make sense that Rails are less laggy than things, than the auto block. Was the program able to do that too, or was that just like where you went in and like added that in? Wait, did I? Hello? It did take me back to Eden. Well, it should play for this one. Unless DJ just said no. It's also sleep token, so it's chill. I'm really looking forward to making the clock. That was one of my favorite things that we made, or that Alira designed. He didn't design it for the last one. I think he took inspiration from the clock I did and did their own take, and having a physical countdown is so sick. First thing the cat goes into your room, goes to the chair, and starts to scratch it. Checks out. So Max, if you're still here, I'm kind of just thinking about basically cutting the geodes at the edge of the perimeter. So like the deca will go down, and then I'll make as much of the farm as I can, which is really only this one that gets cut short. And this one kind of gets cut short, but like it's already done like that. So I'll just make like the parts of the farm that I can. Obviously that block's gotta go. And then just work around that. Ignore this one. It's fine. Like we'll get a little bit of it. I mean, it's worth it because we're keeping this one. It's worth it to keep that. Just have a small farm in the corner, basically. I just don't want to like ruin the decoration and like have a farm just like completely like through here. That just looks weird. But yeah, the walls will just go down like it is over there. Like, so it'll look like that in the wall. And then I'll just work around as much as I can. So, for example, that's gotta go. this block can stay here, but the edges have to go. So this one will be the only growing location, effectively. Because that's going to go down. That's going to go down. And then this block can stay, but that'll be the only growing location. And yeah, so we'll have 1, 2, 3. It'll be about the same size as that one. Maybe a little bit larger. And then same with this one. This one is a lot more in range this time, though. So kind of like how the corner one was, it's the same thing here. We didn't expect to have these geodes inside the range anyway. At least the full geode. So like this is still fine to keep. We'll still have quite a lot of space. It's just the wrong song again. Wait, did I cue the whole album? I queued the whole album. Because you put Take Me Back to Eden, and the album is called Take Me Back to Eden. Oh, we're playing the whole album. I can't really skip that one. I can, but it's a lot of effort. Why am I doing it like this? So I was right. I did cue Take Me Back to Eden. Just the album. Smile. I mean, I don't really care. I have all the tinted glass anyway. Already. We had enough. Barely just enough from the old farm. So as long as it fully encases the geode, I really don't mind. What do you mean the water? What water? Wants to be in the closet. Yeah, my cat loved the closet more than anything. There's plenty of those that are in submissions, that at least have been put in submissions. The geode's not fully flooded, is it? Doesn't make sense. This will be interesting to make. Not gonna lie, we might need easy plays for this one. I'll build one without. I might use easy plays because this does you placed the fucking thing correctly? Thank you. All right. This parry might be in the 2K parry. No, because 2K's... No, 2K's way up here. Oh, you mean... No, but I'm so... Oh, I am far away, but it is 2K. It might be 1K. I don't know what we're gonna do with that. That easy place is a pain. Well, the 2K would only be overworld, so unless it's in range of the overworld, it is what it is. I don't even know if we're gonna make it 2K in the overworld anymore. That's a pain. Yeah, I kind of chose a pretty large one to build one without easy plays. I think even with easy plays, it's going to be a pain because I can't even see half of these blocks. And it's mainly because of the crystals themselves. Why do you just not like me? Oh yeah, this is pain. What if you redeem F5 mode? I am going to scam you. Just saying. Fair warning. Brother, I can't really look too much at a storage in a screenshot. Screenshot only shows so much. How the fuck is the LA gotta get that? I guess in the corner. Already built. Can't change it anyway. Yeah, I guess yeah, I forgot you could pause certain ones. Like, I thought you could only pause all of them. And don't do this Twitch stuff often. Well, at least the reward stuff, that is. Oh yeah, I forgot how small the hitbox are, so I actually can stand on these blocks quite easily. I believe the OG system is lazy looting. Whether or not that's actually being done, I don't know. Oh, it's sword. There's no TNT. Interesting. Oh yeah, sword looting's just non-TNT. That's all it really means. Just a regular kill chamber. Yeah, I never really test a lot of stuff in SMP. Or on single player, rather. Because I just know the performance won't be the exact same, so like... At least these buds aren't like something that just pops off like a regular crop. What the fuck? Jump scare of a lifetime, bro. Good lord. Thought I... Oh, yeah, I didn't put the roof on. Oh. I guess we know to place the roof before anything nowadays, yeah? It's fine. I was just clip farming. Yeah, but what do you mean the water? The geodes aren't fully encased and or like fully flooded, are they? I can put it in sync if you want. I would just turn off the extra block thing like I showed here, so config menu, and then just turn off schematic overlay type extras. That way you don't have any of the pink shit rendered on the walls. So your frames don't die. Do I have a CMP? I mean, I have a copy that was mainly just made for the Bolt network. Can you fuck? I'm clicking into. Why is it so hard? But I don't really test anything on it because it's on the same computer. I mean, I could nowadays, but I would like basically just like pause CMP to test it fully. React to a message, what, in Twitch chat? I swear, they made accurate block placement worse. It's just the start of the song that's like that. You think power in the pistons is the problems. Right. So can't like just not place the daylight detectors. Otherwise the farm won't work. Did the program place the carpets too, or was that something that you also did? Oh, it did as well? Damn. Oh, 100%, yeah. I just didn't know if like the no blocks, you said it was like in a spot where the rails were in like a spot where they were less laggier than no blocks, if it also did that as well. Because that seems pretty niche, but I guess it probably could figure that out if it doesn't need the hard power. Okay, so there was perimeters in place. Gotcha. For this sort of formation, yeah, that's going to be rare for sure. Oh, I see what updates that piston. Never mind. Dude, there's so many glow lichen farms in there. You mean finally? There are places that rails because pistons are not updated back. Discover more of that, but update and extended and check with order, all good. It might be kind of hard, but I guess if we get a full harvest, like once we harvest, we could like just check all the geodes, and just be sure, kind of in a way, that there's no buds, I guess, that are left over, or like you are called a bud, yeah, clusters. Be kind of tedious to check, but you could. You don't know what to do that you stopped mining. Feels weird, don't it? Doing something all day and then stopping and then being like, well, now what? Yeah, it'll be update order and like the directionality aspect of it. It's crafting time? No, there's no way. Key crafting could never happen. The song. In a coral reef. Just find a coral reef and then in a sulfur biome when you update as well. Smile. Excuse me, sir. Where'd I coming from? Oh, sorry. I have them all on me. I didn't think anybody would be here. Okay. Oh yeah, there is one more heavy part here. Kinda. Well, my piston's retracted. It must be nighttime. Oozin. I still wish Oozin wasn't a thing, man. Was not needed. They already made slime spawn in swamps a lot more common. Now every hardcore YouTuber makes an Oozin farm, and it's just... It's kind of like the argument I would give for Oozin and OG slime chunk farms, is basically your Oozin is your new gen electric cars, and your slime chunks is your internal combustion engines. That's how I see it. OGs literally love the slime chunks, and then everybody else that never experienced the slime chunk farms are your Oozin and enjoyers. Okay, I mean, this wasn't that bad. It wasn't amazing to build. This part of the song, bro. That's why I like the song. Just this part right here. Use it until you can get a parry. Well, they buff slime and spawn in swamps for that reason. Not really for that reason, but people don't like digging out slime chunks. I dug a 7 slime chunk line. Episode 6 or some shit. This gun. Okay, yeah, maybe I'm gonna do another one and we'll see how it goes. This was a pretty medium-sized geode. That's the wall. But Mac, what did you mean by water, though? Like, what water are we talking about? I'm gonna decide after this one. It wasn't too bad to use Easy Place. Well, so from what I understand, right, there's a note block somewhere in the corner, yeah? And the allays try to drop near said note block and it just falls down. Yeah? Well, what's not reliable about that? Wouldn't they chucked it? I'm confused. Because if they chuck it, it just falls into the corner and it goes and lands on hopper or whatnot down here. Hole with powdered snow? Yeah, they're gonna go through that though. That's the problem. Yeah, I think we just do like a hopper in the corner. As much as you don't like it, I think we should still do that. I just really don't think there's any way around it. Because like the only one way collection is to either have the hopper or instead of your we could have an invisible hopper minecart, I guess. Yeah, there's no I don't remember. I don't really remember how allays actually work. Yeah, we could. I mean, I'm thinking that it's just easier to just put a hopper down here, put that into a dropper, or like a double speed hopper that points over and then into a dropper, and then just output that into a water stream all the way down here, where we just transport it to the center that way. Because that does two things, right? That will reset our despawn timer, which we'll need because we don't know how long it takes these allays to get the items out. Some of them could be instant, some of them could take literally the longest amount of time until they despawn. So we need a way to reset their despawn timer. Because it's going to take a while to also get to the storage. So we kind of need that. Or we could do like a little mini cart eater that doesn't move in a way, that just sits in this corner and is constantly just eating itself. Like the what's it called? The tall flower farm that we have in Teradai. Delays do reset. I mean, you don't find efficiency books. Most of the time, you just buy them. I know they do reset the timer though. thought it was just dolphins that do that. That is normal survival. What do you mean? I don't. What? Plays do reset? Did I say that anybody want to join my world or something? Join your world and you don't know how to get efficiency books? Yeah, I'm good, bud. You wanted to join. According to the wiki, there is nothing for despawn or reset. So I'm not getting anything for reset times. Because Elays would be a lot easier to get than dolphins in most scenarios. I mean, I guess if it considers it like that, I mean, I would assume that the wiki would mention something though about that. Like, you normally would say like if an, I would assume if it says like it picks up the entity, the despawn timer is reset. No. I don't know. I think the hopper just prevents the edge case of the DLA being able to follow the items through the powdered snow, which I don't want to happen. Is Albrum Bro Levitate at the same time? Yep. I mean, I can't say I really tested it, but I guess it depends on the game sees. I mean, I guess if they're holding it, they don't, items don't despawn. But I just think having either the cart eater in the corner that's just constantly breaking and replacing in the same like singular block, it prevents the case where the allays can go through the powdered snow. And it also resets the timer in case that isn't a problem. I didn't record a clip. Oh well. Yeah, you could have, I guess it would be kind of difficult with a cart. I guess the easiest way to do it, Max, would be to have it hooked up to the central clock. And, like, once the central clock fires, basically just clock the cart cycler for 5 minutes, like have it on a separate timer. And then once the 5 minutes is up, then just stop dispensing the cart. And lock it until the next cycle happens. Or you mean only, so you mean have the cart idle at all times? So you're saying have the cart on there at all times, and then once it's full, then break it? Okay, so your approach is to keep the minecart always there. Mine was to do the opposite, to have it broken while they're growing, and then only have it dispensed once they're broken. But I guess mine requires a whole separate clock, which kind of defeats the purpose to have a centralized clock. We could do something else. So at the bottom corner here, we could have a pressure plate. So they drop onto a pressure plate here. We'll use the carpet as our pressure plate. And then on the pressure plate, it can activate something through the blocks around the cart heater that activates the cart heater whilst there's items on this pressure plate. Now, obviously, when an allay just randomly flies over there every so often, like, that's fine, but that could be the other alternative, to have the cart broken while idle. Or we have a string with an observer. Just depends how, like, the space you want to have it in, because obviously the string is bound to break something in a toggle state compared to the pressure plate. We have that powers a sticky piston with a redstone block that extends and starts the part eater clock. Yeah, Take Me Back to Eden on the album, Take Me Back to Eden. Smile. Kind of crazy how he has 10 or 12 songs on the album, and it's over an hour. Yeah, this one's a long one, but for good reason. Well, that makes sense, Max. Quiet my songs on. You know what? Fuck it. It's a token day. I'm gonna queue. Can I? I'm gonna queue the other album with this. skip the ending because it's a little bit too much sometimes. Yeah, I'm gonna say no easy plays, Max. Might be a little bit annoying, but it's not that bad as I thought it was at first. All right, turn it down. So you can talk. No. How loud was the amethyst break-in on stream? Like, did it come through like very loud? Because for me, it was a jump scare and a half. It was loud. Okay, because that would have made it even worse if it wasn't loud for you and it was just loud as hell for me and was overreacting. So my MC audio is not not audited, but not like edited at all. Like it's not lower. Uh, so yeah, I was not ready for that at all. You broke something IRL. It does kind of sound like glass. Okay, so now the real question is it going to cue the whole album again? Because my dumbass decided to click the button like 3 times. I'm actually kind of happy that these things have like small hitboxes. Otherwise, we would have had to have made these farms like early on. So it would be miserable. Alright, moment of truth. Yep, there it goes. There we go. Ooh. Start of the song's always been quiet. Doesn't stay quiet though. Shit. Oh yeah, that's I just made the roof before this time. And I think I always will. And as long as a Killian stays there, I can CS to him at whenever. Because they're mine in there. I believe. Which one was it first? Appreciate the alert there, fish. I'm not even gonna place the buttons, Max. I'm gonna just leave those ones. Oh yeah, there's no harm in leaving those crystals there, no? Or is it for like a particular reason for like pathfinding and for the allays to move? Okay, I gotta go place a button then on the first one. Cats being needy again. Cats always are. Get 5 mil? You will. Especially if we do the bat one. You get that easily. That probably will be the next one, honestly. Yeah, 3.1 in less than 3 weeks. I can split them with you. I grabbed Blackstone buttons though, because they look better. Guess I probably should have grabbed purple carpets, but that is what it is. Oh, this song. Such an amazing song. We don't really need a lot. I have a few stacks. No, that's good. I think the black still fits with the tinted glass a lot better. I think purple would just be too bright because I like those no blocks are like near the actual crystals themselves. And the no block texture already is super drastic compared to the purple, so like we're good. Where are you at? Did you go back to MS? Here. Okay. Yeah, we'll just get the polished blackstone buttons. Yeah, the low pearl count is nice. So that's the gold pressure plates thing here. So every time you call your cell, it weighs how much is on the gold pressure plate and transmits that down through this comparator line. So anything more than 2, anything less than 2, it'll flash, basically. Yeah. It's almost been a month. Oh no, man. Where's my button? It's actually a good thing we have double thick walls here for the ones that are against the walls. Got buttons. Nice. This is actually way nicer to make than the flying machines. I'm not going to lie to you. Because it's really just glass, pistons, no plugs, and data detectors. I have buttons. I'm good. Best decision you ever made. It's my best decision ever to start the server. Oh, my trumpet solo. Or saxophone, sorry. No, I just said that it was the best decision I made to start the server. The world in general. Another 10-song, 57-minute album. It's a 4 a.m. I don't know. Highlight of your day. It is the way you end off your day, in a way. I have no idea. I guess I can see you basically being like, do we have that? Basically like this. Just the cat version. We don't have it on stream. I'll see if I can find it on Discord. Like that one. Wait, I'm looking at the clock. Wish I could do a full-time man, but not really a possibility currently. We do have it. Oh, which is spelled different. I played Tappy with the Y, and that's why it didn't show up. Any boat spam farm is annoying as hell to do, bro. That's why I did it once and then never again. And the kicker is that farm isn't even really functional anymore for us because it was made in 117. So all that is just gone. Appreciate it, first. I mean, in a way, it makes sense to always do something once, yeah. I mean, that's totally fair, Percy. You gotta apologize for that. I know my time zone is shit. But it's either this or basically I go to bed at an unreasonable time at like 6 a.m. Not 6 like 6 p.m. and then I just wake up at like 2 o'clock in the morning or something and then stream from then. So like I chose the more logical one. Yeah. Yeah, but it's always if first. My mom had balls, she would be dead. Oh yeah, you heard it right. Only the best Max Verstappen quote ever. That's why you don't get it, you know? Let me just put it this way. Max hates the media. Yep. And they continue to ask these stupid ass questions. So he can't really say anything bad, otherwise he gets penalized for it. So he has to come up with creative ways to insult them. And somebody asked him a question about, if this happened, and then this would happen, and then this would happen, and then this. And he was done with it. He's like, well, if my mom had balls, she'd be my dad. Like, it's always if. He ain't wrong. Just because you change one thing doesn't mean it's going to change everything. Like, I thought I placed that. Well, yeah, because Max just doesn't give a shit. He'll give it to you straight. And it's the worst thing, too. They always ask the same fucking questions every race. What's your goal for this weekend? I don't know, fucking win the race? Like, what kind of question is that? I don't know. I think the on-track interviews should just not be a thing. Or they need to come up with better questions because, like, it's insane. They ask the same question every time. Yeah, during the race, they recently started doing that, and I know the team principals don't like that, and they don't like really like doing that because it's like gotta interview, like interrupt my time in a race. It's like, oh, hang on, I gotta go talk to the fucking broadcast for 3 minutes. You know, fuck, making an important decision at this time. You're on the last two layers. You're so excited. I jumped on the turtle egg. This is why you need to have an ender chest, as you know. Damn, we lose 2 spots with this one. Unacceptable, man. Yeah, gotta start it over, man. We gotta find a new location where that's not possible. Gotta dig it out again. Gonna get a whole new perimeter, yep. Daylight detector tool is an axe. How? It's made of quartz. It is made of wood, but you gotta fill it back in. Yep. Don't fill it back in. Move the terrain up. So we keep the hole. We just build the terrain on top of this. Charlie. What's the block amount for a 272? Well, it depends. Because obviously a lot of ours are made in 117. Like, I kind of have wondered how much blocks we have removed, but it'd be kind of difficult to calculate unless you just take the average of the height. I would say it's easy to calculate with the manual digs because I have all the areas for those in a way. It's the other ones. This might be my last geode for today. Fuck ass song. Spelled water logs like water space logs. I was so confused. I was like, how do you waterlog a log? Hey, Zuni, you want to make the old Fallen 72K ice farm that has no flying machines? Smile? It's only 200,000 blocks. It is the most miserable thing that I've built, besides the general passive mob farm. What, the ice farm? Why was the general passive mob farm so bad? It's large as fuck. I think I've been to the passive mob farm since we updated. No. This was miserable because of all the 4-tick repeaters. And all the observers. And that's just the bottom transportation layer. That's what 72K ice farms used to look like. At least the, well, I guess some of the gen blocks were waterlogged, but there were stairs. Like, they weren't the worst thing in the world because they had support and blocks beneath them. So, like, those weren't that bad. Still not fun, but it wasn't the end of the world. So, yeah, that's the ice farm. The passive mob farm's even larger. I don't know if I can, I don't know where it is. I can find the overworld chords real quick. I might be able to teleport. Can I even do that? I can. Negative 22,000, negative 5,300. Yeah, that will be my last geode for the night. This was not fun. Mainly for this redstone down below. Why is it like that? Because its diagonals are faster than straightaways, and it gives more spawn-in spaces. And it works better with the water. Each one of these dispensers needed to have a water bucket inside. $14.73 dispensers with water buckets. Never Glide helped me with this, so that was fun. That was actually really helpful to have. It is, the downside is not really the downside, but the thing I hate about it the most is that it's like one of the most satisfying farms to watch run. Like, we didn't even run it for that long. Actually got a fuck ton of eggs. I forgot I had eggs here. God damn it. We got one pink sheep. Look at the little fox. Well, yeah, the mobs fall into here, and then they get pushed along into the main central one, and they get pushed this way. And then up and in. Give me the eggs. No, you'll break them. Yeah, you really won't need one. It'll be slower than the mob farm, depending on how large of a farm it is. What did you try a year ago without the skim? Without a skim? Oh yeah, I forgot you did make one of these. Or a few of these. But yeah, I am kind of seeing how that would be, really annoying to do. Yeah, some of the lyrics in the song Purse should be illegal. Five to 10 pistons and he couldn't continue. Yeah, placing the pistons is the easy part, because that's just like there's really like no brain thinking into that. Placing the daylight sensors would be like the super tedious part. In it, well, okay, placing the sensors in a efficient way would be the tedious part. I mean, I have a few more now since that clip even. I've listened to that song a number of times this week, first. Yeah, I think it was like ferrite core. I would say carpet org. Uh, I think I had I didn't have entity colon. Ferrite core immediately fast. And I think that was it. Yeah, I really don't think that the Cullen does too much, to be honest. It doesn't look very different to me. I mean, I really don't use a lot of boats, so that really wouldn't do much for me, and I don't really want to plan on making those farms again, so... Holy fuck, I can feel my eyes shutting right now. It's kind of soothing to do, in a way. I mean, that's why I said this is my last geode. You could do what... I don't remember what server did it. I don't really like how it looks personally, but they only broke the bedrock for slime chunks that they needed. It looked kind of weird to me. Oh, it was Crimson? Yeah, that's probably why I don't remember it then. Well, yeah, you had the freezes purse, but the game actually crashed or not? Like, did it do what it did to me yesterday, where it basically goes to 100% for a little bit, and then it just like clears back down a few seconds later? Did it do that? Okay, yeah, that's what it's supposed to do, effectively. Yeah, I mean, I had one when we did the long geo dig, and you did mine longer than I did, so it makes sense. I don't think it was pre-Cades. There was other machines out there that would have been fine too. Beppo Breaker was definitely out, and that had a recycle version, and I just think they were just lazy with it. Yeah, I don't like how it looks at all. Do you wanted to do the whole thing? I respect that. What you mean for surrounding the farm afterwards, Max? Yeah, we can definitely experiment with it a little bit more if we want to like maybe try to do like circles or something down the line. I'm up for anything really. Yeah, they definitely look out of place. I think at least the purple will look a little bit better. The purple and magenta. Well, yeah, doing many small breakers is definitely a lot more work for sure. And we could do the 50% magenta and 50% purple in SMP very easily just by using the hotbar slot randomizer. We don't even need an extra skim for that. Yeah, for sure. A lot of them are in the purple area of the wall. Yeah. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. First, thank you as always, homie. Yeah, we'll be ending right about now, Timmy. Appreciate you though. I did 99 streams last year. That is that's quite a bit. Yeah, let me go real quick. Fish. Well, we get in there. Yeah, for sure. We're like already going pretty quick. There's a couple spots down to bedrock already. It's not getting done tomorrow. There's so much lava to remove. But yeah, maybe the weekend it could be done, depending on the people over there. I'm going to be focusing on the geodes for sure, though. That's my focus for the moment. Yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out. Good to your night, day, wherever you are. And I'll see you dudes all later.